Welcome back to another fight week. Talk to me a little bit about how you're feeling, how things been going so far this week.
Week's been going great. Fight camp was going great, or it did go great, I should say. And definitely ready to be back down. I feel really comfortable being here. I'm like a Midwest guy at heart, and this is Middle America. It's a little more comfortable, a little more comfortable around here, I should say.
So obviously a pretty big opportunity for you this week.
Yep.
Talk to me about sort of what you thought when they called you and said, all right, this is the fight. This is the opportunity in front of you, because I know you're in a position you haven't been in before when you're working off 2 losses in a row.
Yeah, absolutely. I think Tyrell is probably the most decorated, sought after prospect in the heavyweight division, and no matter what organization it's at, what it is. So I was kind of hounding them like, hey, need to fight. I mean, this February 21st card looks great. They're like, okay, well, we're working on it. And I came back like, how's Tyrell? I'm like, sure, sounds good. Was going to fight him last year. That takes some time off for my knees to heal. Both knees were kind of jacked up after that Minikoff loss, but so let those heal up. They felt great. The soul camp, bodies felt great, and great opportunity. Win or lose, just put on a good fight.
After the first one fell through, did you wonder if maybe it was kind of water under the bridge and it would never come back around again, or did you suspect that one day that it might come back up again?
No, I actually, because when my agent texted me, he's like, hey, they want you to fight, and I was like, through 2 weeks after my Minikoff fight, they kind of got wind of it. I actually said, like, yes to Tyrell, but later in the year is exactly what I told him to tell Bellator. So I think there was some messages I got a little misinterpreted there, because I found out that they were like, yeah, Tyrell and Tim are fighting. I'm like, what? Wait, no, we're not. I said later in the year. So it made it seem like I dropped out, but it wasn't the case. I just wanted to wait till I was healed up.
Sure.
Yeah.
I know last time out, a little bit of a roller coaster, very crazy situation. I mean, I was out there for that. And we find out, day of, like, hey, by the way, this is the new fight.
Yeah.
I guess take me through that. And obviously the outcome is not anything that you want to probably think back on and remember. But just kind of, as a fighter, what kind of goes through your head when you're put in a situation like that, and what's the mental side of the fight game that goes along with that late of a change?
Yeah, well, let me see. Like, I got woke up to a phone call. I think it was like 11 morning, noon, somewhere around there. And, the opportunity came by, and I was kind of thought it through. And I've always thought Minikoff, I've known Minikoff well even before my UFC days. I thought of him as one of the best heavyweights in any organization throughout the world. He's probably top 5 heavyweights in the world, no matter where. And I couldn't let the opportunity like that pass up. Win, lose, draw. I was like, well, I got to take, you gotta take chances in life, I guess. So when opportunities present themselves, you can't just let them go out the door. You gotta seize them. And like I just said a couple minutes ago, was there was no guarantee I was going to beat Azuna. There was no guarantee. There's no guarantee in fighting. Anything can happen at any given time, and I wasn't going to let that opportunity slip through my fingers.
The fight this week, I feel like most people, if they looked at it on paper, they'd say, all right, he hasn't been in there yet with the kind of guy who's been in there, with the level of opponents that you've been in there with. He told me earlier, you're clearly the biggest name that'll have been on his resume yet. What to you appeals about this fight, other than, like you said, that he's maybe the most sought-after prospect in any heavyweight division?
The appeal is, who he is. He's got, I don't think maybe he gave himself enough credit. He's got a heck of a name. He's got a heck of a wrestling pedigree, and he's an undefeated prospect. And he goes in there and he finishes people. And to put on I think both of us just want to go out and put on a good fight. That's all you can ask for. Losing to, you say things don't go my way. Losing to him is not going to be the end of the world, as opposed to losing to a different prospect. Like, Tyrell's he's got a big future ahead of him in MMA, and I think everyone knows that.
You've been around this game for a long time, so, I mean, do you stop and sit there and think, like, hey, here I am saying this guy's got a great future. I want to knock this guy down a peg before he has that great future, be the guy to do it.
Yep, absolutely. I'm getting up there, but I'm not an old man yet. I'm still 34. I got a couple more years left guaranteed in me.
34 is a heavyweight.
I know, exactly. That's what everyone keeps telling me too. I'm like, yeah, that's a good point. Yeah. And so I definitely, want to make a stepping stone, got to turn around. You know, 2 loss skid never happened to me before, so that's uncharted territory. I definitely don't want to make it 3, but you know, like I said, anything can happen in the fight game, and I definitely want to make this kind of a turnaround point. A win would be great, get another contract, and and one thing I really want to pick up for is get more, be more active. Like get 3 fights a year would be awesome.
I mean, this seems like a little bit like a win kind of reinvents you, perhaps. I mean, it'd be your first win here in Bellator.
Yep.
They would almost certainly have to bring you back for more.
Yep.
Knock off the big prospect.
Yep. I don't think there's any lies in that.
It's the perfect scenario on paper. I mean, I don't want to call it a Cinderella story after 2 losses, but
no, it kind of is. You know, I guess the best way to look at it is like, you know, compared to like NFL, you know, teams that last 3 games, it's, you know, it's in there. We hold their own destiny. You know, that same thing with me. You know, it's in my hands, it's in my grasp. It's up to me to go out there and you know, perform and make everything happen for me.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks so much.
Absolutely.